What is going on, my everythings? It is your girl Janiqua A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. We are reading with the Out of Hand Tarot deck today, and these are one of my favorite decks, y'all. I love the images. They really scream at you. All right, so let's tap in and see what this deck needs you guys to know. Archangel Michael and the leg bar, please protect me. Protect my mind, my body, and my spirit. Let's clear all my chakras and tap into only the most important messages surrounding my everything's energy right now. All right, Two of Wands, plans. All right, so self-explanatory. The Two of Wands is an inspired actions being acted on. All right, there is some sort of idea. All right, this is some sort of idea or inspiration or passion that came to you or whoever's going to resonate with this. And now this is you guys planning on it. All right, this is you acting on that inspired action. So this could be a business, this could be a business trip, this could be anything like that. All right, but with the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords, those silent prayers, all right, it's looking like you've been making silent moves, all right? It's looking like you've been planning in silence. The Four of Swords is silence. It's praying to God and talking to spirit instead of putting your business out there until something is fully successful. Until your plans is fully successful, there's always energies that is trying to stop what God has ordained for you. Okay, especially when it comes to dreams and your passions, all right, and your prayers that you've been praying on in silence. So there's a reward here, all right? Something has manifested. All right, those private prayers is turning into public plans and blessings. All right, those things that already has manifested in the spiritual, all right, is you are being given the opportunities, all right, and the doors opening and the people and places and the environments to access those plans. All right. Also, it's something about you planning in silence that is paying off big time. All right. That is allowing your manifestations to come in full circle. Because if nobody can't know about anything, there's no room for any energies to mess it up. All right. So planning in silence. All right. Something has manifested. Spirit, give me more on this energy and what my everythings need to know. Look out for the 24th of this month with this Two of Wands and this Four of Swords. Look out for the 24th of this month. Look, the star. Congratulations. This was a dream. This was something you've hoped and prayed for. This was something you wished upon a star for. This was something you've talked about with very close people to you. All right, this is something you literally been praying about. All right, this is something that required faith. This is something that required not letting go. This dream, a lot of dreams, sometimes we, it just don't work out. This is one that you are being called to not let go and you haven't let it go. All right. And now it has manifest. So congratulations. Look out for the 17th and the 24th of this month. All right. This is huge when it comes to manifesting. All right. Something you've been planning. So this took action. This didn't just take prayer. All right. This took you applying pressure. This took you researching. When you plan a trip, you can't just say, God, plan everything. All right. You ask God to allow that door to be open for you to have a trip. All right, God bring you the money or whatever you need. Now it's up for you to plan. Now it's up for you to research the hotels. Now it's up for you to learn what area you want to stay at or what they have. That takes you applying knowledge. That takes your action. So your efforts and your actions on this inspired dream, okay, is being noticed. Your prayers have been heard. You've been manifesting. It's pens right there. It's candles. All right. It's a paper right there. It's a crystal ball. It's a feather. This is Jupiter and Libra. So a lot of things have balanced out for you in Libra season. All right. That has opened the threshold and a doorway to your dreams unfolding. And I'm talking about a specific dream of yours, all right, that you've been taking the time to research, plan, study, all right. This requires you to apply yourself to probably a course or learn, all right, or tighten up or strengthen your skill or your gifts. Okay. So, Spirit, give me more on this energy. So, congratulations. Look out for the 24th and the 17th. Look, the Eight of Wands. It's finished. It's finished. All right. This is something that possibly took 28 months or 8 months for you to complete. You know, when we start off in a new chapter and a new page in our lives, it's clear. It's a blank canvas for you to create. For you to create. God will give you the resources. All right. You have to acknowledge that those are resources. But let me tell you, every time we turn the page to our lives and enter a new chapter, we must create it. We will have the tools. We must create it. All right. So this was something that took 8 probably months, or this is just finalizing. This is the finalization of a manifestation of something you've been working on. This could be a business. This could be a glow up. This could be, but I don't think it's just a glow up. I think it's something tangible. All right. I think it's something you've created, whether you created a lifestyle, whether this is something that's going to stick. This is a part of your story now. This is a part of a page in your book. Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is good news. The Eight of Wands and the Rider-Waite deck is the wands coming at you fast. All right. So this is fast forward movement. All right. This is good news. All right. This is good communication coming in. All right. This is good rewards from the actions you've been taking, the inspired actions. All right. What you've been occupying your time in. All right, so this is good news on finalizing a dream or finalizing something in your career, finalizing something like that. You had to create it. You had to add the color. You had to add the details. All right, I'm hearing the finishing details are done. All right, the finishing details are done. Eight of Wands and the news. All right, or the recognition, or the communication, or the attention that you are to receive, the phone calls, the emails from this. I'm hearing you paid attention to details. So this is a lot of planning that went into something that is now ready for you to receive the fruits of. Okay, I'm hearing in 8 days, especially the 24th or the 17th. All right. Whatever you've been doing, again, it's looking like you've put the finishing details, or you are putting the finishing details. And this is just encouraging you that by 2026, that's what, in 2 months, it'll be fully completed and manifest. So congratulations. This was something that you was really working on, that required you to take inspired action, that required creativity, y'all. All right, that required faith. You know, sometimes we can't see the whole picture when it first starts. We can't see it. It's up to us to create it. And having faith, the star card, that it will turn out a masterpiece because you got control over the marker and the pen and how you want it. All right, that took faith. So all of this planning, this working, this putting attention to detail, this studying, this praying, you are literally seeing the fruit of all of that. Imagine. This is a time to celebrate. So, Spirit, give me more on this Two of Wands and Four of Swords energy. This was planning in private. All right, this was telling nobody but your plans, but planning with God and through prayer. All right, and following your intuition, strengthening your discernment, and allowing God to lead you in this. All right, you know this is big because God gonna always lead you to the star card. God gonna always allow you to shine at a divine time in your life. This is you shining in this certain area. This is you getting the audience. All right, this is you getting the spot, the job. This is you having the people that needs to see it to advance you. The star card is shining. That take a lot of planning. Remember, as soon as you sow the seed, you're not going to see the fruits. It's going to take about 8 months. You hear me? 8 of Wands for you to really, finalize. All right, this took a lot of coloring. A detail. It's different. The sun. Also, I'm getting this is like the sun card. Look at all of these beams. This is chakras. And, I'm seeing a rainbow. Jackpot. Whatever you've been planning on, this is that jackpot. Okay? So, Spirit, give me more on this Two of Wands, Four of Swords, please, and thank you. Look, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody might not be able to come your way. Somebody is being told to turn around. All right. For a lot of you guys, there is somebody planning. All right. To come your direction. I don't know who it is. All right. This could be literally anybody. But whoever it is, they are being told to stop. There's things that are being put in their path that they can't get through. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is growth and expansion. So you got to see the signs and synchronicities to align with growth and expansion. All right. This is somebody that kind of ignored all of the signs and synchronicities to take the direction they need to take to be in this Wheel of Fortune energy. And that's having all of your dreams come true. You paying attention to detail. You focusing and locking in on your plans. You committing to your plans. Somebody want in. All right. This could be somebody that you spoke about your plans to with these two hands. And now yours is really evolving because you paid attention to detail. You've been planning correctly. You've been applying yourself to different things that's going to allow you to have the wisdom and the knowledge to do this. All right. And somebody completely ignored. All right. Because they didn't let go of the will. When you in this energy of the Four of Swords, the star, this is faith. All right. This is you not relying on your own understanding and just following your passion and trusting that God just going to align the things that you need to grow. That is literally releasing control over the outcome and just following what your passion is. That's like, releasing control over how the painting going to look. Right? No, that's just like, all right. That's just like if God give you a canvas, right? God give you an inspired action, an idea, right? To put on a canvas, like a creation that you want to paint or draw, right? God not going to give you that idea and have you go get the markers, go get that. All right, God knows and going to put it on your heart that you want to draw this, that you want to create this. So God going to bring in your new chapter, the markers, the resources, and everything you need to create a wonderful picture. All right. And that's just trusting that God going to supply those needs for you to create. So when you have faith in that, when that's a different belief that you have to just go by and strengthen. All right. You then focus all of your energy on the picture. You focus all your energy on the picture and what you're trying to create and what brings that passion and that fun out of you. You're not worrying about how that's being supplied. And when you don't worry about that, it's just being supplied for. Easier said than done, right? But you're in this energy. Okay? And somebody had a very hard time with listening, understanding the signs and synchronicities. All right. recognizing the way they was planning was all the way wrong, and their own signs and synchronicities, where now they done hit a roadblock. They cannot go the way they was going. And if the way they was going was to you, because you are in star energy, they being stopped. All right. This spirit, this energy is being stopped. All right. They trying to go through that door. They trying to escape karma. All right. They trying to escape a redo. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying it's all because you didn't let go of the wheel. All right, my person done let go of the wheel and let God do what God do and just focus on creating. Focus on those ideas that I've been giving them. Focusing on that direction I've been giving them. Allowing them to get their spark back. All right, and that requires us having to let go of certain jobs or certain things that was pulling our time away. Because if we was working certain jobs that required a lot of our times and put us in chaotic energy, if we was around certain people that didn't mean us no good and just pulling away our energy, we wouldn't be having time to create. You wouldn't be having the time to do this. All right. So you've listened to the signs and synchronicities and you gave yourself more time to create your life. You took control over what God was supplying you. All right, so right now, this is a no-no. Somebody can't get through. This is a reading that's telling you that somebody is trying to come your way, all right, and trying to take control, and spirit is saying, you forgot. All right, this is like somebody that probably want to plan with you. Somebody see you growing, somebody see you expanding, all right, somebody want to plan things, somebody want to collaborate. And spirit is saying, They want to grow. They want to build on dreams. Spirit is saying this is not the collaborator. This is not the redeemer. All right. Remember what I said? A redeemer is coming in. This is not them. All right. The redeemer is already here. All right. And that's why they blocked out. They had their chance. Whoever it is. Whatever it is. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune, those plans have been reversed. All right. Whatever plans that they had coming towards you have been completely reversed. It's not even you. It's the way these planets are lined up. It's the energy. They can't go. It's cut off. So they're going to have to come up with another plan. So somebody has been planning to come towards you. All right. Spirit, give me more on this star card. They've also been praying. All right. For a lot of you guys, somebody's been praying for access to you. They have been praying to heal a relationship. They have been praying to God to allow them in or to give them one more chance. And God said, absolutely not. All right. They've been praying to have blessings on their plans. And God said, absolutely not. The universe says absolutely not, because you're not even wise enough to listen to the signs and synchronicities. So somebody's been praying to allow the collaboration, allow y'all's dreams to come true together, allow them to be a part of your dreams and what you created, what took time and focus. They want to be a part of it now because they see your way didn't have no blocks. It may have had detours, right? But somebody wasn't even willing to take the detour. They still had control over the wheel. God can't do nothing with that. That's somebody leaning on their own understanding. And look, that's a price to pay. So that prayer has been denied. All right. And when prayers are denied, that means that God is trying to save you from something. Okay. But that prayer is not being granted. All right. Them coming towards you or collaborating with you is not after you've already completed the finishing touches on your manifestations. God not allowing that to happen. And that's what somebody's trying to do. The Wheel of Fortune is fate. Somebody is trying to cheat their fate. I'm getting like Final Destination. All right. Somebody is trying to cheat their fate. Nobody can cheat their fate. All right. So Spirit, give me more on this Star and this Eight of Wands. Look, the Emperor. You bossed up. You took control. All right. There's something about a contract. All right. You might be seeing your name on something. Somebody may have put your name on a contract without you knowing. All right, somebody may needed you to co-sign. You know, the emperor is the boss. They are the head. They are the one that could get you through situations. All right, they are the one with the stability and the connection and stuff like that. For real, they are the provider. So I also see you guys confronting someone about some sort of signature on a document, and you guys are very angry. All right, that's what I see. Okay, so prepare for that. That may have been where they went wrong. That may have been where they went wrong. Somebody trying to change their fate and avoid whatever consequences or karma from their actions, wheel of fortune, and somehow use your signature or something to try to get through an opportunity, and it all blew up in their face. Because now you are aware in the emperor energy. All right. This might even be a situation about a vehicle. All right. The emperor is like, would be the owner of the lot. All right. Or the emperor will be the owner of the vehicle. So this could be false identity, where somebody thought it was going to work and it completely backfired. Not only did it backfire with you and them, but with the universe. They could not get through. No false identity, no signature from, even if you think on a physical, see, somebody was leaning on their own understanding and thought that that would work. And if they thought that that would bind you, all right, they thought that that would bind them to this finished masterpiece that you are now receiving the blessings for. All right, for a lot of you guys, they was told not to go that route. All right, they did something with some sort of false identity or put your name on something that you did not know about. All right, and before they did that, the energies, the signs and synchronicities was telling them, do not do that. There's another way for you to obtain something. Do not do that. And they went ahead and leaned on their own understanding, because the devil done tempted them into thinking that whatever reward they was going to get, it had to have been financial. It had to have been on a possession level, like a resource. That's the only reason why people be greedy. All right, and seeing other people in a position. All right, and they did that after ignoring the signs to not go that route. Spirit wasn't saying no to their manifestation. Spirit was saying that route that you're going, don't do that. Go this route. And because they wanted something so bad, they went ahead and did not listen to the signs and synchronicities, went ahead and forged your name or added you to some contract, thinking that it will be set and done. And whether you know that or not, your name is already signed and the justice will go to them, because it's a signature or something, your identity placed on a document. And y'all, they are going to be thrown for a loop. It's going to backfire so fast. This is just letting you know that your blessings, that's why you was being called to keep them quiet. All right, because you found out, or you will, this is the reading, or you're going to find out from some document. The document is going to go to you. It's going to go to you. All right, God going to set up to where it go to you. You're going to find out, and they're going to go through a tower, because this could have been avoided. But because they thought it wasn't no other way, and they had to take that way, this is the aftermath. All right, it was supposed to bind you secretly it was supposed to bind them, literally, it was supposed to bind you through your signature or through your identity on a document that they was told not to do. They was told to take another path, and they did it anyway, because they wanted to bond themselves to your dream that they knew you was working on and that they knew would manifest now. And it backfired. That's what this reading is. All right, that's what this reading is. Okay, look, They've been copying you, the Seven of Swords. They've been literally copying your work. They've been copying and pasting everything that you said. It says, what is original anyway? Blocked. It's all been done. Why not? Copy, paste, repeat. People do it all the time. So, oh my gosh, this is somebody that has been blocked from you. All right. And now it's turning to stealing your work. All right. Trying to duplicate your work. All right. Trying to literally take your work and forge. This is copying. This is identity theft. This is switching your words as if this is all the way wrong. All right. And this was they thought that this was going to work. They thought that you would never find out. All right. And that you will be succeeding with them and that they was with you. Y'all, this is what's happening. All right. So Spirit, what is the advice and the outcome for whoever is in this very deceptive energy where their cup has been all the way blown and their intentions blew up in their face? Look, you are moving forward. The Chariot with the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. All right, so this Queen of Swords want answers, the Death card. Okay, they want answers. This is somebody that wanted to take control. This don't even gotta be, I always say, I'm not gonna keep saying it, y'all. This don't gotta be a Queen of Swords, all right, like an air sign. It can be though. It can be. All right. But it's just signifying somebody that thought they had more control over your dreams and how you was going to pursue them than you and God. All right. And now somebody is wanting answers because things are unfolding in their life where it's being destroyed. They're being looked at as a copycat. This is a copycat. The Seven of Swords is a copycat. All right. This is a copycat energy. They wanted to copy your lifestyle. They wanted to copy how you put food on the table. They wanted to copy the love, the nurturing, the new beginnings, Ten of Cups that you've had. They wanted to start that with you. They wanted to take over. All right. You've made a choice to go the opposite way. All right. This is another way where, it might be you don't see nothing. Like they seen this. They seen the house already prepared. They wasn't trying to take no risk. All right. They seen something already prepared. They seen the house. They know that there's people there. They know that it's food there. They know that it's land there. They know that everything is set up. But God sometimes wants us to take the route that we can't see what's already there. All right. To give us a surprise. All right. To trust in him. Okay. And that's the route you took. Look, you're going straight that way. And where they went. To freeload. All right. To freeload, because that's what's in this house. All right. This Ten of Cups is in that house. All right. Instead of taking their own way and their own path, they try to take the easy way out and sign themselves. For some of you guys, they even try to attach themselves to your house. All right. Or to a contract or to your family in some sort of way, because they synced the setup already. They try to copy everything you did. Seven of Swords. All right. And thought you would never find out. Emperor energy. Because that's the owner of the house. That's that big daddy. All right. That's that big mama. All right. So, and this could even be somebody being kicked out by a masculine. For real. So that's what happened. All right. They chose to, Spirit gave them, it's a leg bar. Like a leg bar. I could use a leg bar. A leg bar will give you a choice. Do you want to take the choice that is calling you to have faith and it's calling you to release the will and trust that this is the way, even if you can't see? Or do you want to take the way where you see it's going to be easier? You know that there's a family there. You know the Ten of Cups is there. And if you go, they're going to share. They're going to do all of that. You will be given that. And somebody went that way and thought that they was going to freeload their way into their destiny. And Spirit has said, not on my bloodline time. It's your ancestors. Okay? Look, throw them in the trash. All right? This person may have a lot of bad habits that they need to dispose of that cannot be in your energy while you create. You can't create under a drug-induced mind state. All right, you can't create after partying all day. You're not going to have the energy. All right, so Spirit done block that out. Okay, literally your ancestors. So Spirit, what's the closing out messages for my everythings? Aside from their hidden plans coming to public rewards. Justice. What I said, baby. All right, all is fair. This is how things are going to balance out. This is how things go. All right, this is justified. This is universal law. This is universal law. And people forget that. People forget what's done here. Spirit sees it. All right. Somebody try to unlawfully bind you. This probably even dealing with the law. All right. You might find out that somebody try to attach your name to some legal documents. All right. Literally that was not justified by you. This is going to get them into a lot of trouble. This is going to get them into a lot of trouble. All right. Falsifying your name on legal documents to attach themselves to your home and your 10 of cups and your creation and your dreams. That is crazy. Spirit, what's the closing out messages for my everythings? Oh, I said justice. Look, the 7 of cups. You got another chance. You got the lucky shot. You got the winning prize. You got the tickets. You know, in order to get something from the universe, all right, something that you really want, you got to have the requirements. All right, you have the necessary requirements to choose many blessings. All right, so I love you guys. I'm out.